Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about The Flash with Grant Gustin, but also the Flash movie. We got quite a few things to break down in this video, so if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay, so today it is officially the last day of 2022. It is the 31st of December, so we're heading into the new year just after midnight tonight. So first off, happy new year to all of you guys if you're watching before or after the new year comes around. I want to say just quickly a big thank you to everyone that has been watching the channel this year and supporting, whether it just be watching all the videos or tuning into the live streams or going the extra mile by buying some merchandise, which we just recently launched. The link is in the description below if you want to get some merch and support the channel. But also to all of you guys who tune into the live streams, send in super chats. But I wanted to give a very special thank you to all of the members who are members of the channel. So I'm going to read out your names really quick because it's the end of the year and I just want to show my appreciation. So shout out to Willie Jackson, who is our latest member on the channel. Ryan, Matthew, Bianca, Leon, Willish, Tom, Nathan, Slick Vic, Lobo, Eddie Hill, Leslie Gunn, 3W Productions, Citizen Tim Scott, Kalani, Jose, Cater, Owlwatch, Flash Freak, Cal, Jamie, Rose, Dwayne, Charlene, Tina, KD Mac, Anthony, and Kenneth. So those are the current members of the channel, so thank you once again for supporting and being a member of the channel. If you want to become a member and join in on our members live streams, we should hopefully be doing one next week. Please be sure to click the join button down below. But for now, let's go ahead and get into today's main topics. So I'm going to be reading out this article from comicbookmovie.com. I'm going to leave the link in the description below so you can read it for yourself afterwards. But the title is Grant Gustin actually going to appear in the Flash movie? And so this has obviously been a question that we've been thinking about for a long time, ever since they announced the Flash film, because Grant Gustin has been so big for a long time because of obviously how big the show got, but mainly since Crisis on Infinite Earths, where we got the official crossover of Ezra Miller's Flash with Grant Gustin's Flash. So I'm going to go over the article, read through it, but first thing I want to talk about is actually in regards to the Flash film, because it was just announced the other day by The Wrap that the Flash would be airing a new trailer at the Super Bowl, which is big news because Warner Brothers hasn't actually released any trailers or TV spots at the Super Bowl in the last 17 years. And so this is obviously going to be the first trailer since we got that initial promo a while ago. You guys remember it. Supergirl was barely featured in the trailer. You got to see the two Flashes. You got like a glimpse of Michael Keaton's Batman. But basically the Super Bowl is going to be taking place on Sunday, February 12th, 2023. So that is literally the weekend after the Flash season 9 airs its first episode. So that's going to be on the Sunday, and obviously the Flash comes out on a Wednesday. So that's just funny timing, but nevertheless it's going to be on at the Super Bowl. So watch the Super Bowl if you want to see the Flash trailer, and of course we're going to break it down after it. Obviously a lot of you guys have been asking when is this trailer coming out, so it's good news that we're finally hearing it is actually coming, and this is coming from a reputable source. So hopefully in this trailer we get a better look at what exactly is going on, because that first trailer didn't really give us much of an insight into the story. Like obviously we know it's Flashpoint and comic book readers know what Flashpoint is, so I guess they're banking on that. But at the same time they definitely need to give people a lot more to get excited for this film, and I think by showing more Batman, by showing more Supergirl, by showing more of the actual story, I think that's how they're going to get people interested. But let's go back to the comicbookmovie.com article talking about, is Grant Gustin going to show up in that Flash film? So I'm going to read through it, I'm going to break it down, give you my thoughts and opinions, so it's kind of going to be a little bit of just my reactions really. So with Ezra Miller's prolonged Flash movie finally seeing the light of day and will potentially serve as a big superhero summer blockbuster for the DCEU, a question regarding another Flash possibly showing up lingers around. Grant Gustin has always remained the more dominant and superior Barry Allen / The Flash. The charm and emotional personality he brings to the character makes it more meaningful and worthwhile to stay a Flash fan, while Ezra Miller, Ezra, hasn't really done much in the past few months to convince us that he can even come close to being compared to Grant's Flash, especially when he embodies more of a reverse Flash character. I guess that's them talking about his real life personality, but yeah, let's move on. Who doesn't like seeing Grant Gustin's Barry Allen on the screen? Not me. Who wouldn't like seeing Grant Gustin's Barry Allen on the big screen? Certainly not me. Of course I agree with the writer of this article because he is definitely the best Flash, and obviously all of us Flash fans from the TV show want to see at least a cameo, and we've said this for a while that it's definitely possible that Grant had the time to maybe do a couple of shots, even if it was just in Vancouver rather than going to where the Flash was filming. They actually shot a big portion of the film over in England, but I know they did some stuff in America too, so I guess that's not as far of a stretch for Grant to go, but there wasn't really any reports on him actually doing anything like that, so right now we're just kind of presuming maybe he did like a green screen cameo or just like another way that they found to actually get him into the film. And we know that in the Flash film there was supposedly a Wonder Woman and Superman cameo. Definitely they shot them, but there have been recent reports saying that they may have been cut by DC Studios because they want to kind of reboot the DCEU, and that's just not the way that they want to go. So they potentially requested, you know, Andy Muschietti and everyone to remove those cameos so there's no more teasing about a future with those characters. I don't think that's officially confirmed, but it seems pretty clear that they're going in a different direction with the DCEU, and they kind of want Flashpoint maybe to be a reset, similar to what Crisis on Infinite Earths was for the Arrowverse and what it was for DC Comics when Crisis originally came out. Basically, they are in need of a clean slate, or that's exactly what they are kind of hoping for. So I think Flashpoint is a good place for them to do that. So it makes sense if they don't want to bring back some of those old characters, but I don't think there's anything opposed to having a Grant Gustin cameo because he's not like necessarily a DCEU character. Okay, so they go on to say, because Grant's version of Barry Allen is so universally liked, his role in the Flash movie was hoped to be more of a sure appearance rather than relying on wishful thinking. Whether the role is a brief cameo or a sufficient amount of screen time, there is no doubt that we would all be stoked to see Grant appear in some capacity. So the question remains, will Grant Gustin's Barry Allen show up in some way, and to what extent can we see his character? For obvious reasons, I just want to state that we will not see Grant's Flash play as the main character in the film, even though the vast majority of people may prefer that more than Miller's Flash. So the Flash movie will follow the pursuit of Miller's version of the character as he sets sights on saving his mother from being killed. Then it kind of just carries on with the article, and let's skip to the next paragraph. From what we had seen of Grant's Barry when he first triumphed in going back in time upon entering the Speed Force, visions of future events and other worlds unlike his surrounded him in awe. What if in the Flash movie, when Miller's Flash goes into Speed Force, he is presented with the same projections seen around him as other worlds and future timelines, with one of them being Grant's Flash very quickly appearing as a glimpse. And so that pretty much does it for the article. I'm not going to say that this is a very good article, it's obviously pure speculation, but I do think the idea of seeing Grant's Flash in a little cameo, probably as Ezra's version of the character zips through the Speed Force, maybe running back in time, which is obviously what happens in Flashpoint, is definitely not a far stretch. I would say that's probably actually the most likely thing to happen. I would say it's almost entirely unlikely that we're going to see him more than just like a tiny glimpse or a cameo. Like, they could even reuse old footage of the Flash of Grant running if they wanted to, because if you remember when Grant's Flash went first back in time, you saw those glimpses of Jay Garrick, but it wasn't actually any new footage. It was footage from the original Flash show in the 90s, so that's definitely not too far-fetched to assume that that could happen. I would totally be down for that. I think that would be a great thing for fans, just to see that link once again. Obviously we know that they're connected because of Crisis, but now with obviously everything changing with the DCEU, you really don't know how Crisis fits into that, and is Grant's Flash of any importance? Probably not in the grand scheme of things, but it would definitely be interesting to see him show up. And so I think the question of will Grant's Flash show up I'm pretty sure there is a strong chance that he has a quick cameo, but I'm definitely not promising anything because I haven't heard anything. I don't actually know if he went anywhere to shoot anything else beyond like his occasional Netflix film or him shooting a crossover for any other show, which he actually hasn't done since Crisis. So pretty much for now, we don't know much, so we're going on speculation, but I think there is definitely a chance. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Tell me down below, do you think Grant's Flash is showing up? Do you think this article has got it right in regards to how his Flash could show up in the film? Or do you think it's going to happen another way? Or do you think it's just not going to happen at all? Do you think it's very unlikely? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be sure to read through everyone's opinions. But for now, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Also, become a member of the channel if you want to support the channel, and you can also get merchandise by clicking on the link in the description below. It's the dctvshow.tmail.com. And once again, just a big shout out to everyone who has been watching the channel this year, and to those of you who have been supporting like the members. So thank you once again, have a great new year. And so for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.